Hi there, happy Independence Day. This is Dana Arcuri, author, speaker, and wellness advocate. Happy 4th of July to you. Woo! I have some good news today, and I'm hopping on real fast just to share it with you. My new book, Sacred Wandering, is free today on Amazon. Free on July 4th, 2019. Grab it while you can. So here's the book, Sacred Wandering, Growing Your Faith in the Dark. It is on Amazon, and it is the ebook version that is free. You could download it on your Kindle, on any of your iPads, or any kind of devices you have, people, whether it's your laptop, computer, you name it, you could download it however you choose to do. And I wanted to share that the reason I chose the 4th of July as the day to give the free book is because this book's all about freedom. This book is all about walking in freedom and getting yourself set free from all the things that may prevent you from living your life fully and from living out your purpose, living out your dreams, being healthy, being happy, having wonderful relationships. There's so many things in life that we all may want free from. And I'm going to share a list, but remember, this is just a little glimpse of some of the things that we may be seeking freedom from. And my book shares a lot about my own story, a lot about wanting to be free from fibromyalgia, wanting to be free from chronic pain and depression, wanting to be free from being stuck. I mean, how many times do we find ourselves stuck in a rut where we might have special dreams or visions and plans, and sometimes they just don't go as we expected? But there's beauty in all of it, because we learn that oftentimes we have to come to this place in life, this brilliant moment where we realize that in order to get unstuck, we have to go through sometimes dark times to realize that there's things that need removed from our lives. There's things that need changed in our lives. There's things that need released from our lives. There are times that we need to get out of our own way to get unstuck so we can live the life we've always wanted. Here is just a few ideas on various reasons someone might want to be free and just get free from these things that are holding them back, that are keeping them stuck, and that may prevent them from living the best life that they have wanted. So we're going to start with physical pain. Many of my followers have physical pain because I share my own rock bottom journey with the fibromyalgia and the herniated discs and all the other things that have gone on in my life. So a lot of people have a lot in common with me, and they have one form or another of chronic pain. And don't we want to be free from that? Don't we want to be free from any form of physical pain, any kind of medical conditions that are kind of keeping us bound up, whether it's back pain, whether it's arthritis, or some form of disabling condition that we never even dreamed we'd end up in this situation. And yet we found ourselves there, and we are face to face with our reality that pain hurts, and we want to be free from it. So my book, Sacred Wandering, shares a little bit about this healing journey of mine, and I hope it will inspire you. Next, we want to be free from anxiety, depression. We want to be free from PTSD or any other form of mental health that could keep us in a bad place. And so we understand that depression is heavy. Anxiety is extremely stressful, and we ourselves can be the solution. We are the solution. A lot of times we don't realize that. We give other people the power. We give our doctors power. We give the pharmaceutical industry the power. We give everybody else the power with our health and our lives. But I want you to know today that you could be set free from a lot of the troubles you are going through, especially anxiety, depression, and a lot of mental health conditions. And I'm not saying I'm going to cure you, because that's not what I'm all about. I'm not a doctor, and I can't grant that wish. I wish I could, because believe me, I'd set you all free from everything you're going through. But there's so much in my book that can help readers understand that we have more power than we're told. Oftentimes we think that we have to do whatever the doctor says, and oftentimes one prescription will lead to another prescription. If you've been following me long enough, you already know that that didn't work well for me. That landed me in a really bad place where I came close to losing my life back in November 2010. So we have to understand that while we can have struggles that are physical and emotional, there are natural ways, safer ways to heal. And that is something I want you to know, that I wish that you can understand that you have more power than what the world wants you to believe. A lot of times we are brought up in homes and society with a mindset that, trust your doctor and trust the pharmaceutical industry and trust those advertisements on TV. Did you ever listen to the ads on TV that go into the long list of negative side effects of these drugs? It is nasty, and it's a wake-up call for us to take a better look at what we're putting into our bodies and to reconsider other ways, safer solutions to reduce our physical and emotional pain. Next, we may need to be free from people pleasing, always doing what other people want you to do, always saying yes, and yet you yourself may really deep down not want to do what these people want you to do. You're just trying to be that good person, but in essence, it could be hurting you. It could be wearing you out. It could be draining you, and you're losing your time. You're losing your life. You're losing your wonderful opportunities to pursue what you want to pursue. And sometimes we have to stop people pleasing, and we have to realize that self-care is essential, and we have to learn that it's okay to say no, because sometimes saying no to other people means saying yes to your dreams and your health and your life and your future and your happiness and so much more. Next, we want to be free from toxic relationships. We want to be free from people who abuse us, who use us, who are just not compatible to us. You know what I'm talking about. Next, we want to be free from unholy strongholds, false beliefs. Oh, false beliefs is a big one. And a lot of it is we are so entrenched in what society is telling us. We are so entrenched in all the things that we are taught, especially as children. We're raised a certain way, but we might have been raised and might have been told, whether it was family, whether it was your teachers, whether it was your church, whether it was the government, whether it was politics, whether it was your neighborhood and things going on in your own community, that just might be inaccurate, might be someone's perception. And understand, someone else's perception, that's not your perception. You're coming from a different place, and we have to take back control over our beliefs and our thoughts and whatever's going on in our mind, because our thoughts and our mind are so powerful. So I say check out my book, Sacred Wandering, Growing Your Faith in the Dark, because there are plenty of chapters to do with false beliefs and getting free from that. Next, we want to be free from fear. We want to be free from addictions. We want to be free from financial debt. We want to be free from stress. I mean, hey, every single day we are bombarded with stressful events, whether it's just driving to work, and there's crazy drivers all over the place, not playing by the rules. And there's just so many things that we confront and experience every single day that is wearing us down and causing us anxiety, causing us stress, causing us sometimes to be angry or just outright speechless and beside ourselves because, hey, that's life. Sometimes life gets a little messy. Next, we want to be free from labels. So for an example, I have fibromyalgia, but that's not who I am. Okay, I have complex PTSD from my trauma and abuse and sexual assaults, but that's not who I am. So I fully am aware that I need to break free from these labels, that while it could be helpful to be diagnosed correctly and to get labels, whichever chronic condition you may have, or whatever medical condition you have, or mental health condition you have, it could be helpful to get a correct diagnosis. But on the same token, we don't want to be bound up in labels that could keep us from doing whatever we need to do in our lives to be happier and healthier. So always understand that you are so much more than whatever label your doctor gave you, or whatever label your teacher gave you, or whatever label your family gave you. Understand you are beautiful, you are worthy, your life has value and purpose, and you are so much more than whatever label people slapped on you. And just know, it doesn't need to dictate your life nor your future. Next, we need to understand that we need to break free from a low self-esteem, from a lack of confidence. You know, oftentimes people who are, say, the black sheep in the family, people who are the scapegoats, you know, we were raised in families that may have been very abusive, psychologically just toxic people. So we have to almost reteach ourselves everything. You know, we have to teach ourselves who we are, and we have to understand that, you know, what others say about us, that's not us. And sometimes we have to release, just bless and release those who weigh us down, who try to say that we're something or someone that we are not. Stand strong and be confident in who you are, and know that you really matter. And surround yourself around people who care about you. If there's nothing else, Sacred Wandering shares, it's to live up to your fullest potential. It is to seek healing and health and hope and freedom. And so today I'll save the links, look down, I'll save the links for Amazon's Kindle, but understand, even if you don't have Kindle, you could download this book on whatever device you choose. And I wish you a happy Independence Day, and may you be free indeed. You could go to danaarcuri.com if you'd like inspiration and wellness tips, and also like, subscribe, share, and when you're done reading my book, I'd love some feedback. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you, and have an awesome day.